been cruising for a few years now and have definitely adapted to a process that makes packing not only more efficient, but more accurate. Like I show up with more of what I want or need to have. I don't have extra things that I don't necessarily have, and I'm not missing a bunch of things I wish I had. So let's talk about some of these tips, and I'm gonna have you pack with me so I can show you exactly what I bring and how I bring it. One of the best ways to be a successful packer is to create a list. I have mine here. So I break it down into different categories because it makes it easier to find everything. I have medicine / first aid, toiletries and bathing, teeth, hair, sun, face, and then miscellaneous, which is everything else. And then I have a separate area for all of the clothes that I want to pack. Now there are pre-done lists that you can get online. They're either printable or pads you can get from Amazon, but I suggest making your own because often those products are going to have extra items that you don't need, or they'll be missing items that you know you do want to bring. So go ahead and print some of the free ones out as a baseline for ideas of what you want on your own list. And I'll tell you, it's an ongoing process. The more you cruise, the more you find out what you need and you wish you had, and you alter the list as you go. Each cruise I go on, I simply print out a new copy, clip it onto a clipboard, take it upstairs, and kind of do it as an ongoing process until we leave. It can also be very helpful to have a copy of your itinerary because depending on what you do or what you have scheduled will determine what you're gonna wear. So also make sure you have the list of prepaid excursions. Depending on where you're gonna be each day and what you're doing can change what you're going to wear. You may dress differently on a port day than a sea day. On port days, what are you gonna be doing? What excursions do you have booked? If you're going on a hike, or you're going to the beach, or you're doing a city tour, those are going to probably be 3 different wardrobe choices. My first tip is don't start too early. And I would say a good timeline for packing is about a month in advance, but not necessarily any more than a month. The reason for that is it gives you way too much time to forget. You forget what you have, and I found myself unpacking just to ensure I had what I thought I had, and it actually made the process take longer than being more efficient. The best way, and I would say the only way to pack organized is with packing cubes. I will not pack without packing cubes. Everything stays so organized. It's easy to put in the suitcase. It's easy to take out of the suitcase when you're in your cabin room. And I find that no matter how tight you would pack a suitcase without cubes, everything still gets all discombobulated. So let's go over to my closet where I will show you how I like to plan for my packing and how I keep things organized in the process. So something you can do early on in the packing process is plan. And the way I like to plan for the outfits I'm going to bring is I leave this spot open here in my closet. So as I'm rambling through and kind of deciding on what I want to include, I'll grab something maybe I'm interested in and I set it over here. And I'll maybe organize by tops and dresses. You can see I already have over here this white dress, and I have this sparkly one that is great for dinner or if you have formal night, which we won't have on our next cruise, but I still like it. It's a fun dress and I only ever wear it on cruises. But this is a great idea. You get all of your options over here and then you can start determining which items you want to bring. There's another one. Look. The tag is still on it. I love wearing white. I especially love wearing white on a cruise in the Caribbean. I don't know what it is because it's easy to stain and I'm pretty sure I do so every single time, but I don't know. This just looks light and comfortable and I'm gonna add it. So basically, I'm gonna continue to do that until I have all the options that I need and then start narrowing down from there. Okay, typically these packing cubes come in like a pack of like 6 to 8. Sometimes there's extra accessories. This is like a standard size packing cube set. We'll start here. This is one of the smallest ones, but it also doesn't have the netting on the front like these do, so you can't see through. So I'm gonna say this one is best for unmentionables, so we won't mention this one. That's that one. Okay, the next smallest one, this is what I'm gonna put my swimwear in. I usually bring maybe 2 suits to switch into, sometimes 3, and probably about 3 different cover-ups. I like to change those up those up as well. And they roll up so small, they fit perfectly in the smaller one. Then this next size, I always bring 2 sets of clothes. I bring clothes that are for evening and dinner, and then I bring daytime clothes that are for on the ship or on port days when you're getting off the ship. Typically, we like to look a little bit nicer when we go to dinner because we might catch a show, and I mean, you're on vacation, so sometimes you just want to feel a little fancier than you normally would. So this next size bag is for everything that I'm going to use on the ship. Maybe some t-shirts for when I get up to go grab coffee in the morning and a little zippy, a couple tank tops, and things that I'm gonna wanna wear on the port, again, depending on what excursions I'm taking. I'll bring several of those options and pack them in this one. Next is going to be all of my bottoms. So this means an extra pair of jeans that I would have. I'll bring a few different pair of shorts. These types of bottoms I like to be able to reuse and not bring one for each night because that can make your suitcase very, very full. And then the last one, the largest one, this is where I'm gonna put all of my dresses for the week, all of my nicer tops and dinnerware clothes. And the reason I like to put those all together in one cube is because when I'm unpacking, most of the cubes I'm just gonna take directly and put them into the shelves and the drawers in the cruise cabin, but the dresses and the nicer dinner tops, I'm gonna hang up. So it's probably the only cube that's actually going to get emptied.
Hey everyone, please pardon the very brief interruption. I'm trying to make this year, 2024, my year of growth here on YouTube, and I need your help. If you could like this video, and better yet, subscribe to my channel if you enjoy content intended to help you cruise better. Remember, you can always undo it, and I deeply appreciate your support. Now back to the video.
Okay, the last tip that I have will probably be different than what you hear on other channels. Usually they're teaching how to pack and carry on only. That's not me, it is never gonna happen. I have zero interest in packing light. I say don't fear overpacking, and this is why. Things change. One of those being my mood might change, what I desire to wear. I know this is gonna sound actually very silly, but sometimes when I let the cruise food get the best of me, by the end of the week, I don't look the same as I would have in that same outfit in the beginning of the week. Yeah, I know it's weird. It's probably just bloating. It's not like you gain a bunch of weight during the week, I don't think. But if I have just the right amount of outfits for the right amount of nights, and then one I've decided I do not want to wear, I want backup. I want to have options. And I mean, start out by overpacking. And I feel like if you're a new cruiser, that's the best direction to go, because then from there, if you see that you had too much or there is a certain category of items that you had too many, you can slowly scale back until you get to your comfort zone. There's nothing worse than being on a cruise and feeling like you don't have what you need. All my clothes fit on one side of the suitcase, and then the other side is for everything else. Don't forget my favorite super functional hanging toiletry bag. Still plenty of room for 4 pairs of shoes, first aid and medication, a pillow, extra handbags, portable cups, and my sun hat. Don't forget the portable scale to ensure you're not overweight. Happy cruising!
Click the share and subscribe, okay?